There you go. There you go, baby. It's all you.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
There.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready? Check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. They can't hang with us.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, this could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurt. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And a loose football. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Deacon Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On second down, it's Brown. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Cunningham, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw on third down, Cunningham. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit before they just gave up the score. Well, that play reminded me of Michael Strahan in 2001 when he was absolutely incredible. That was the year he set the single-season record for most sacks with 22 and a half.
And not surprisingly, defensive player of the year that season. And he also led the league in sacks in 2003, 142 and a half in his career. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even fourth and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And they're going to get him. He's
I should have just threw it square.
Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Cunningham to throw.
Damn it.
To turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Michael Brockers able to drop him that time.
He don't do nothing until I start winding up to throw the ball, and then all of a sudden, oh, sack.
In this first half of action.
Whatever.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
He did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily...
Well, I hope so, because that wind-up shit gets these quarterbacks killed.
Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what I think
that factored in. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Bruce Smith. Well, there's some hot water now after that sack. And he's taken down.
Morning, America.
Zone 7. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Rolling to his right. Michael Strahan, his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
Good punt, considering where he was, you know.
Return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And
considering where he was punting from, that's a good punt.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Cunningham now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Cunningham looking to throw. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice.
Oh, I didn't get my timeout in time.
This 3rd and 1,
I was going to put it on a field goal up,
here.
try to anyway.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the areas, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now it's the backup gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
An exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do?
I'd say Champ Bailey was worth the money I spent on him.
Fighting for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff, flush to his right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Real beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where...
Down came the rain and washed the spider out. There you go.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? Freeze the mic. 43's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Now the greatest Cleveland Brown ever. This is Jim Brown. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice.
I'll fix it.
And it's second down. Running right, here's Brown. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 40-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Still leaves him with fourth and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got her on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Cunningham. That'll be caught by Rice. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Cunningham. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set, hut, two, man. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On first down. Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Pardon, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on fourth down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Go, go. Watch out. Watch out.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for the Browns. 57 yards.
Wow. He got moused.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On second down, Peterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Move. Hey. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Go, go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. Third and goal, Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Adrian Peterson there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target. Sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Excuse me.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People kept it on the ground.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Cunningham. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, 30, 20. And it's a tremendous return.
He picked me off of Warren Sapp.
The 10-yard line.
I didn't think Warren Sapp would pick it. That's why I threw it over there.
With the interception, puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
They'll run with Peterson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yards to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They try again with Peterson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now the question, what do you do here? Time's not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Cunningham now 7 of 10 here in this first half. And he's got a 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. 6 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Let's get it.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking to throw. Cunningham. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in.
And he got mossed.
A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
He's got a man, complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, Peterson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards down the pickup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go. Go now. Joker. Let's go. Hey, I got it.
They run. Peterson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is Brown on the draw play. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And this is caught. Herman Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Man open, Rice. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back now here live in New Orleans. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, it's Brown, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
On first down, it's Cunningham. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Cunningham. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Calais Campbell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Cunningham. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer,
What up, Bush?
they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead.
How you doing today,
They're
brother?
happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Steps away to his left.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now to throw again. That's complete to Calvin Johnson.
Wow.
The 30, the 20.
I thought I picked it.
Touchdown, Cleveland. Calvin Johnson.
It's all good.
81 yards.
I get the ball back at least.
And once again, the Browns are back in front. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This will be taken short. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
What the fuck?
To escape, and
Boy, he's getting in on me every time now.
Campbell make that now 4
What's going on
sacks
with
for
my
him in tonight's
offensive
ball
line
game.
all of a sudden? Shit.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll look to throw. And pass complete to Jim Brown. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw.
Damn it.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Well, that's the ball game,
Picked off by
folks.
Casey Hayward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I should not have tried to force that in there.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run again with Peterson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Lost. Yeah. Only need one more win to call weekend league good for me. I do 10 wins a weekend and then I quit. No matter how many games I got left, I'm 10 wins and I'm good.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Do 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 do. Here we go now. Freaking Dolphins, huh?
An all-pro in 8 of his 9 NFL seasons, it's Jim Brown with it. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
That was a good play on his part.
Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
That is caught by Moss for a Dolphins touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0
ball first,
game.
I turned it over.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cunningham looking to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run. This is Brown. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham. It's complete to Brown. Right
What's
side.
wrong, baby?
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in and try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. On first down, Griffin. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The sack that time by Michael Strahan. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Griffin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. To throw is RG3. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he will score.
What am I fucking doing?
Miami. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Throwing after the interception, Cunningham. And some room to roam now. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
You ready? You ready? Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Reed. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Gurley again here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And that'll make it 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Great coverage there. Holds them to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. One of the true legends of pro football, it's Jim Brown. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. On 2nd down now, it's Brown. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jerry Rice, 32 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Terrell Suggs. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now a give right side. Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Come on now, let's go.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Watch 84, watch 84.
On third down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Willie Lanier in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Ray Guy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Jackson on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Strahan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
We got 4. We got 4.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And this is caught. Herman Moore. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cunningham, throw complete there to Jerry Rice. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Brown. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Cunningham to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. First target, first catch, and a first down. Cunningham in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a give, right side. Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Brown. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. On 4th down, Cunningham. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Herman Moore. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Cunningham. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Flush to his... And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Randall Cunningham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Lanier, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Ray Guy now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Sanders. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Okay.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
What up,
That's
Red?
it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have
About to
plenty
lock
more
it up
see
here. This is about
after
to be
the
win
break.
number 10.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set
Well,
and ready
weekend
to
league
rock
will be over
for the third quarter.
for
The
this
Raiders
weekend.
with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, no.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Oh, I telegraphed that, didn't I?
Picked off by Ty Law. And his guys
just
are
let
going
him
to
run
get the
the ball.
football at the 37-yard line. They needed a break. They needed
Don't
to make
fall
a play
off
here in
there.
the third quarter.
You're gonna-
Defensively, they did that. Now they
You're
gotta
gonna
go
regret
forward
it
and
if
get
you
some
fall
points
off
on the
there.
board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
come on, capitalize on this one.
Stop your whining.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Randy Moss. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short
Oh,
of
no.
by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the second down throw on target. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10
butt
to the
down.
7. A good pickup there at 22.
Yeah.
Jackson now.
Some guys just simply have it. And Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens get a bit closer. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys
leave my
are
stuff
gonna go
alone.
for a 2-point conversion.
Yeah. You want to go in the house?
Now it's Jackson. Open man
Go
is
in the
down
damn
and
house.
complete. And he will not
Turn
make
my
it to
phone
the
off.
goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18.
Go on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Room here to run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 43 yards that time. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days?
Here he comes back.
On their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see
welcome back.
As we just saw there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. The safety Ed Reed there to make the play. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Herman Moore, 31 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point good by Prater. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt.
We've been around this league for a while.
Well, hello again.
Coaches never pull their starting
Thought you were going in the house.
Situation. In this case, though,
what?
He's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, he's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give, right side. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. 7 yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Shut the door.
Come out here in the eye. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll give it here to Brown. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1.
Come on, fellas. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the fullback, Corey Schlesinger. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mean Joe Green. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Let's go next. Hey, come on. Record.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, what is it?
Let's go,
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Shut the door, baby.
They could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down.
Shut the door, baby. Ten and 10. Weekend leagues